Good morning. It's a nice sunny day and a little bit cooler. The sun's not quite as bright. There's a few clouds and rain some yesterday, and so I can take that. It's been hot, humid, and nasty. Um, I love the Proverbs. The Proverbs end up saying things that are similar over and over again, and I think that's because, and I've mentioned this before, but I think it's something that we need to remember because you may be getting tired of hearing the same type idea over and over again. Well, I think the Bible is repetitive in times on purpose because the primary way we remember things is to hear it over and over and over again. If we hear it one time, we forget it. So I'm telling you the same message that you've been hearing over and over again. That I don't know the best way Christians are to approach this coronavirus stuff, in the sense that I think that it's wise to take steps to try to protect other people. So you limit who you see, you limit who you talk to, you limit what you wear. I think that that's smart to me. It seems Christ-like to be concerned about others more than you are yourself. I think we should probably continue to gather to worship because we're called to do that, to be. And I don't mean that if you can't make it. I just mean as a body, that I don't know that the state should tell churches they can't worship like apparently has happened in California. I'm not talking about your individual part of that equation, just more that as a group of Christians, I think it's good that we continue to meet and encourage one another and have hope. But I'm not sure how we should view it for ourselves. I know people who are terrified, and I know people who act like it's nothing. And I think the appropriate response is somewhere in between. We don't need to be lived by terror. And at the same time, we don't need to be cavalier about it. I say all that to say that today's proverb kind of speaks to why Christians can face the coronavirus without the same degree of fear that non-Christians can. And this verse hints at that, even though it's an Old Testament passage that didn't even the original audience didn't even know the full hope that we have. But it's Proverbs 10, verse 28, the hope of the righteous brings joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. Paul says we don't mourn like others, and I think that that's true. That the appropriate way, maybe not to view corona, but to view life, is that for a Christian, your hope will bring joy, no matter when you meet that hope. Our ultimate hope is found not in this life, but the next. And I hope that that is encouraging to you. It is to me. One quick aside, and this just occurred to me, or I would shut up now, and maybe I should shut up anyway, but Stonewall Jackson was a devout Presbyterian, and I know that it's not politically correct to talk about the Southern generals at the moment. He never owned a slave. I don't know what kind of person he was overall, but as a Presbyterian, he also had a very firm belief in predestination. And he would go into battle with this mindset that if it was God's will that he died, there was absolutely nothing he could do to prevent it. And if it was God's will that he survived, there was absolutely nothing the enemy could do to kill him. And that kind of fatalism, that belief in God's promises so strongly, basically helped him face battle without any fear at all. And I don't necessarily agree with the predestination part, but I do agree with the ultimate conclusion that when we know that our hope will bring us joy, no matter when this life is over, then we can face life without fear. Doesn't mean to not be prudent, doesn't mean to not buckle your seatbelt or lock your doors at night or put a mask on. But it does mean that no matter what life brings for you personally, there's no reason to fear, because your hope will bring you joy if your hope is in the Lord. Of course, that's the key to the whole thing. I know I've rambled on for longer than 2 minutes now, so I'll wind it down, but hope to see you all soon, and hopefully we continue to pray and this will pass, and that we put our hope in the right place. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.